Hi everybody, I'm Luke Hector from the Broken Meeple, and this is a little impromptu thank you video to everybody. Just to say thank you to everybody who has supported this channel, both old and new, who's stuck with me through rough times, through mental health times, through the best of times, has been there for reviews, the top 10s, all the random experimentation videos I've done from the days of poor, shoddy quality of visual videos. I mean, I still look back at some of the older stuff I used to do years ago, even just 2 to 3 years ago, and I'm like, it's like, it doesn't sit well with me when I look at my older stuff. But people have stuck with me for that time, and obviously have seen my recent stuff and are giving good feedback, both positive and negative. It's good to get constructive criticism for stuff that I do, but if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for you viewers, if it wasn't for you Patreons as well, this channel wouldn't be running, because it's work to do it. It's fun to run a channel and it's fun to talk about board games, but it's still work at the end of the day, and it needs people like you to be invested in it, to be concerned about me, but also just to enjoy the content in order for this channel to work. Now, why am I gushing about this? Well, because the channel, as of this morning, when I woke up in bed and grabbed my mobile phone, it was evident that the YouTube channel has passed its newest milestone of 20,000 subscribers, which has taken a lot longer than I thought it would, let's be honest, but, growth has been a little slow in the last few months, but whatever, we got there. That's the main thing. The fact is that the hurdle has been breached. 20,000 subscribers, and I remember a time when I used to be ecstatic that I was barely up to 1,000 subscribers, back in the old days when I was living in a different flat even. So to get to 20,000 is just insane at this point. Will this channel get to 30,000, 25,000 even? I don't know, we shall see, but I'm just glad that we've got to this milestone. Now, in order to sort of celebrate this a little bit, I have had some plans in the works, and nothing like too major, but one or two things that people have asked for and things that I've observed lately as I've been asking around questions. And so from a content perspective, there's going to be a couple of little mini series that I'm gonna sort of trial for the next while and see how they go. Basically, there's a lot of content creation out there that is now venturing kind of away from reviews and more into kind of just what I've been doing type content. And so I've got two things in mind. Firstly, pretty simple, a best of the month style series. So I'm done a best of April 23, and this is just basically, I mean, it's not even best of, it's gaming highlights of 23. So it could be games that I've enjoyed, but it could be games that I don't like as well. But it's a way for me to talk about games that wouldn't get full reviews, wouldn't even get quick draw reviews, or just to get my first impressions of stuff. But the April episode will air on Sunday, this Sunday. I'm at HandyCon for the next 3 days, so I'll be at a convention, but I've scheduled these, they're already in the works, they're ready. Best of April 23, or they're highlights of 23, will go live on Sunday. So that's going to talk about some games that I've played, including Super Skill Pinball, the Grand Carnival, so Clover, and Stationfall. So there's going to be some impressions of those, and these will be shortish videos. I'll try to keep them short as well. They'll be a bit longer for their first episodes, just because I've got to explain what it is I'm doing, but they'll be shorter in the future. But the best new thing that I'm doing is kind of a reiteration of the old shelf-by-shelf videos I used to do. Do you remember when, during COVID lockdown, I did this series during April, May, and it was one a day, and I did a little short video of just going through every square on my collection and talking about the games and kind of reviewing them over again. It was very popular, it got a lot of people through lockdown, I was very pleased to hear that, and I thought, well, okay, I can't just do the same thing again. I certainly can't do a video every day, because I would literally die if I tried that. So what this is going to be is that I'm going to choose at random, not even go from left to right, I'm just going to choose at random every now and again. This won't be like one a week or anything, or like 3 a week or stuff. It will just be whenever I've got the spare time, I'll do one. Choose a random square mechanics in my collection, and it's essentially a variant of the Keep or Cull craze that's around. So I'm not trying to get rid of my games though. My games are, I like them, I like my games, but I have 3 shelves here. These set of shelves in that room, and the ones where I've done the top 10 videos, and one downstairs that I bought recently that goes in my lounge next to where I have my TV and my Nintendo. So I've got enough games as it is. But I have enough that my gaming collection is kind of in a one in, one out scenario. So with the space, if a game comes in that's going to replace something else, or it's like, oh, I haven't got the space to fit this game, what game is going to get, taken out of the collection? That's where the decision comes in. So I'm going to go through a different shelf each time, and I'm just going to tell you whether the game is basically a keeper for life. Like, I don't see any reason why I would want to get rid of it. Not to say they'll never be get rid of. I mean, you never know. Your taste may change. You may get bored of them over time. It can happen. But for the most part, it will be saying whether it's a keeper for the foreseeable future or whether it's a potential cull. It's not like, oh, if I say that, for example, automobiles is a cull, it's not like I'm getting rid of it next week. No, it's just to say that if a game comes in that does something similar to that, or if I just need to find space for another game, these are the games that would be in danger of being sold off or donated or to, to a cafe or given away or whatever. So that's kind of, it's a variant on Keep or Cull. It's not a complete revamp of my collection. It's just to highlight which ones I really, really love and want to keep forever, and which ones are kind of like, they're not standing the test of time. Maybe they might be gone in the future. And hopefully that series will be popular for you. That one is airing tomorrow. It's called Rate My Shelf, Keep or Cull. And the first square tomorrow will be one downstairs where I talk about a lot of Days of Wonder games, including Heat, Yamatai, Five Tribes, and Cleopatra and the Society of Architects, the original Days of Wonder version. So tune in on Friday for that. But that's not the biggest thing that I've decided to do. There will be some initial teething troubles, I'm sure, and I think we have to wait about 2 or 3 business days before it effectively goes live. But you've been asking me for a long time for this, and I've always been a bit hesitant. I'm like, is this going to be a faff? Is this going to be a lot of logistics I've got to deal with? Well, apparently it's pretty easy to do, apart from having to set it up and design it. So I figured, you know what? For 20,000 subscribers, I was going to do it. Via the website, I think it's called Spring Creator or Spring for Creators, whatever it's called. Basically, I have set up some Broken Meeple merchandise. A lot of people have been asking for this, just like a t-shirt or something, and I've always kind of being like, it's not something I was really feeling like doing before. Well, for 20,000 subscribers, and I'm seeing a lot of other small creators do it as well, I figured it was about time I did. So yes, I have designed a good number of different things like t-shirts, hoodies, a mug, water bottle, women's t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, hoodie and stuff like that. So with various different designs. For the most part, it will be the Broken Meeple circular logo that you see on my thumbnails. That will be the majority of them. But there are some where there's also, they might use a variant of my logo, but there's also somewhere on the back, possibly the front, but I think mostly on the back, they will also have my typical catchphrase, which is, remember, it's only a game. So I can't use, obviously, images and sort of quotes from things that are, not really my own, but remember, it's only a game has always been my catchphrase at the end of every video to try and get across the idea that no matter how, how passionate my rants get or my raving can get at times, it's still only a game at the end of the day, and we can all, respect each other's opinions and move on. But that catchphrase will be on some of the merchandise. Now, I have had it unlisted for a while. I've only just today set it to public. There is a link in the description to the store itself. Hopefully it works. I'm not entirely certain if it does, but I don't think it will be instant showing on videos. And I don't know if it backdates to other videos or whether it's videos going forward. It's a bit vague and their FAQ is not particularly great, but just bear with it. Give it a week or so for things to appear, maybe a few business days. But yes, there are items with Broken Meeple merchandise that you will be able to buy. They have their cost, tiny bit of profit on each, and all of it goes towards the channel anyway. So, it's all basically another way of self-funding. But some of you have wanted and asked for a while to get a t-shirt with the logo on it, or even just a mug with the logo on it. And I think there's even a face mask with my logo on it that I've done, a COVID face mask. So whatever it is you want, hopefully it's there for you. Sadly, no coffee cups. I know that was requested, but the creator only had a limited supply of stuff I could do, and coffee cup is not on a lot of these particular websites. A lot of them don't have coffee cups. Otherwise, I would have loved to have done one, but hopefully there'll be something there for you. So yeah, there's the big things. But again, just thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the channel. Thank you for your kind words as I made the announcement this morning saying that I'd reached a milestone. and I hope you just enjoy the content going forward. You know, reviews, top 10s. Hopefully it would be nice to get some of those collaborations back with other channels, you know, do some top 10s live, because I haven't done any live top 10s for a long time and I kind of miss them. So it'd be good to get some creators together to do stuff. I mean, you know, funny enough, out of the woodwork, you know, we know that Sam Healy is back on, you know, YouTube now with his new channel. He stipulated that we should do something together at some point, so that'd be pretty interesting. I'll have to look into that. But of course, you know, you've seen other collaborators on my channel before, like Ninja Geek Games and the Hexy Beast and the chairman of the board, you know, Paul Grogan and Board Gaming Ramblings and Ryan and Bethany, and you know, there's you know, Ninja. I mentioned Ninja Geek already. You know, there's been a lot of yeah, Billy Indiana as well. So there's been a lot of good channels that have been on my show for top 10 collaborations, and it'd be fantastic to get some of those again and possibly some new faces as well along the way. So yeah, you know, hopefully good times ahead. But for now, I'm going to take a break this evening. I'm done with work for the day. I've just got to pack some games for HandyCon this weekend. I'll be there, Milton Keynes, for all 3 days. I'm heading up there first thing tomorrow after an early night. But for the most part tonight, I think I've got 2 choices. I'm either going to hurry up and finish this Arkham Horror campaign, or more likely, I'm going to go downstairs and after editing this video and just sit on my Nintendo for a bit, because I've got Zelda Tears of the Kingdom at the moment, and yeah, it does suck up quite a few hours. And given that Deep Rock Galactic's about to release a new season of content in mid-June, I could do with getting much of Zelda done by then, so I don't have the two trying to clash for my time. You know, who would be a board gamer and a video gamer? I don't know. But anyways, take care, and remember, as always, it's only a game, it's only a YouTube channel, but I still thank you everyone and always for watching and enjoying. Take care, and I'll see you soon.